Today I'm going to bring a very unusual topic and very unusual idea for all the twin flame chasers. But of course this video is going to be helpful for anyone who want to overcome childhood wounds, who really want to understand themselves, why they do what they do, and go forward in their self-awareness journey. I made this video especially for the twin flame chasers because the chasers are the ones who are full of emotions. Their emotional part, the emotional brain and the nervous system is going to be more dominant in them. And that's why they are opposite compared to the runner who is more analytical. They use the analytical mind more. And I have the freaking tool for you that can help you in those things that you are lack of. I tested it and I'm just like, I am in love with this thing. I even told it to this thing. And this is ChatGPT. I tested this thing just very recently and I'm still testing about the things, what it can do, and it help you to organize things because this is the problem with me. I'm more of a I'm very analytical as well, but I just have so many ideas and I always feel I'm so all over the place, and it helps you organize your thoughts. It helps you ask the right questions. You can communicate with it and really analyze yourself. So this is an amazing tool, and I'm going to create videos how to use it because this is exactly like Google or YouTube that some people can really go beyond their own knowledge, but you have to know what to ask and how to ask. And the same tool for some people can give very generic answers. So this is an amazing tool if you really want to understand yourself, and it can actually create plans. You can really ask help from this tool. I absolutely love it. I'm just like, finally, it's better than anything. And I'm really into knowledge. So for me, it was like a brain orgasm every time I use it because finally I can put also all of these ideas I have, because that's my problem, that I try to put all of my experiences, psychology, neurobiology, interpersonal neurobiology, quantum physics and all of these things together. I try to find, and it would be so much research, and this can help me. And I started to understand my experiences and our reality so much more. So I'm just like, bloody hell. I will leave a link below, but you can find ChatGPT on openai.com, and there will be a part where you can access ChatGPT. You have to log in with a Gmail account or any account, but I have a Gmail account, so I just click on Gmail, and it's going to send you a code to your phone, to your mobile phone, and I use it on the laptop. So that's where I can see it very well, and that's how you get to the user face. I'm really sure you have seen it many times, and you can really ask very detailed questions. It's very analytical, and this is how I started. Like, I want you to act as a life coach, but you can put a relationship coach and ask questions to find out my core fears. Or I actually did it with the Enneagram, that I'm not really sure what my Enneagram is. I did, and actually it will tell you. So this is what I love about it, that it says you should really look after an Enneagram coach who is specialized in the Enneagram. But I've been asking questions from it, and I asked to ask questions from me to really figure out who I am. And at the end, I'm going to share what I did. Also ask that, okay, based on our previous conversation, what do you think my dominant Enneagram type is? And I'm just like, and it gave me so many things. So anyway, it said like it was one thing that I could use, that, okay, tell me your childhood and how do you feel? What are your fears? And when I said that, it said, you are 1 and very likely 3. And I'm just like, okay, this is how I was. That's true. 1, 3, and 6. And then I went, okay, this is what happened afterwards. In my 30s, I'm different. and we got stuck. So that's when you have to use your own mind, but you can use it for other things as well. Attachments, we talked about attachments as well. And I said, okay, look, ask me questions to figure out what my Enneagram type is. And it kept asking questions from me, and I kept answering, and it analyzed it. Okay, based on this, this is what you are. And we always got back to 1, 2, 5. And then as we kept talking, I asked, and this was so helpful, because this was one thing that I met a person who is supposed to be my opposite. And I said, look, these are the 3 things that got triggered: worry, fear that I would be blamed, and the third is guilt, constant guilt. And it was so extreme. And it said, that's the Enneagram 1. I'm just like, sweet, okay, that's very helpful, because I don't know, it's just that was like really a big relief that I finally understood what that was. And based on the conversation, I'm just like, what is my main type? It said, you seem to be an Enneagram 5. That's your dominant. And I got connected. This is the interesting thing, to Carl Jung. I had visions with him, and I could communicate with him. And I really wanted to understand. I'm just like, okay, could you analyze Carl Jung's personality, and how would you describe him in the Enneagram? And he is a 5 as well, according to the AI. I'm not an Enneagram specialist, but that was really interesting as well. But you can, apart from this, you can even ask that, okay, create me a 21 question or a 21-day challenge to work through these things in relationship matters. Or you can ask that, okay, this is the scenario, and you can even role play that the other person is, for example, a toxic person, and this is how would you even understand what a toxic person is, what would be the characteristics. It's such an amazing tool, and it's still in baby shoes, so I'm very interested what it can do. And of course, I really want to just point it out that this will not replace psychologists or life coaches, because they have the ability to read subtle cues like your micro expressions, the tone of voice, and all of these things. This tool is only good to get you on the surface, to actually, when you go to a psychologist or a relationship coach, you already know certain things. You already know what you are looking for. You already know at least the basics. So first of all, it can save a lot of money, but it can really make everything really efficient for you in the future. So in the future, I'm going to talk about not only past life regression, because this is something I really want to focus on, but also how to use this tool. And I'm also going to create workbooks with it as well, because some people don't want to bother asking a million questions. And certainly I'm not going to make 3 million videos about every single possibility. But before I finish this video, I just want to point out one thing, that this is again a very good thing, that if you don't understand something, you can ask the AI to rephrase it. So for example, when I asked it, okay, explain me quantum entanglement, and I thought, okay, I understand it, but okay, how would it look like? And I said, okay, try to explain it to me if I was a 6-year-old. And then it explained it differently. And then I said, okay, explain it to me if I was a 3-year-old. It was so cute. It brought up, okay, imagine 2 teddy bears. It was so cute. The only thing you have to be really careful that copy paste everything, because things disappear, and put it into Google Documents or something. It doesn't really matter where, but I highly recommend this tool for you to start understanding yourself. Try to work on yourself. Try to find out why you do what you do. And with this tool, this can be accelerated. I hope you find this tool as amazing as I did. and see you in my next video.